everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Giants going up against the Broncos. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brandon Guyton here in the booth with, as always, Charles Davis. Charles, a lot of times in the open, we focus on quarterbacks, running backs. What about the tight ends in this one?
Well, I think LR identified it really well because the tight ends are matchup nightmares nowadays. Who are you going to cover them with? Because really, they are pumped up wide receivers who can flat out run and use their body to create bigger plays. Cover them with a linebacker, cover them with a defensive back. Either way, they feel like they have the advantage.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Cody Latimer now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
What a ride he's been on these last few years. I remember seeing him in high school before he went to Northwestern. Didn't get on the field all that much there, and then got to Denver as a 7th-round pick and ended up starting the season opener in 2016 for the defending Super Bowl champs.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They run it again with Anderson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Siemian. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Now the 2nd-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is Harris. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, Eli Manning, in season number 14 now.
Had another nice season a year ago, his 6th 4,000-yard campaign, but even more importantly, got his Giants back into the playoffs with an 11-5 mark after 3 straight losing seasons.
for Paul Perkins. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Manning going to give to Perkins on the draw. Nice footwork at the 25. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. Charles and I back to Denver after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Now Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The 4th-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10, Simeon again. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Simeon wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And caught right side, Green. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos heading back out onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. Throwing on first down is Manning. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Fresh set of downs here. Manning. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Manning to throw on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Manning to throw once more. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first half of play. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, guys, and welcome everyone to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the scoreless first half of play. It's a 0-0 game at half, so both sides obviously love their defense and hate their offense. Moving forward, we'll just have to see if it's the first to score that wins. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Dixon's back to punt it away. Harris is going to try for the return, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 23-yard line. Now to early in the second quarter. Fowler is wide open, able to make the grab, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 38-yard line. Later on the drive, Simeon on target to his Pro Bowl wideout, Demaryius Thomas, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 47-yard line. First and 10, Manning's on point with the throw, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet. But we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Guy.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. They did a great job in the first half, but both defenses did a great job, Charles. 0-0. Interesting second half probably coming up.
It really is, and you look at your own offense and say, okay, guys, we've held them to 0. Can you give us anything? But maybe as the game goes along, can the defense do it themselves and score some points and win the game?
They'll be hoping to do that right here. Manning now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Perkins. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the gun, it's Manning to Vereen out in the flat. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Manning going to give it to Perkins. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. they go to Perkins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Manning. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Simeon. Oh, he stays up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Damon Harrison able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now it's Simeon. And this will be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here we go now.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. down. Von Miller from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Perkins on the give from Manning. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Manning on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I give thanks every day that I never had to play offensive line in the NFL and have to try and block Von Miller.
He was second only to Vic Beasley last year with 13.5 sacks. 3rd and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brad Wing now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Here's Brad Wing now, as he's on to punt for New York. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
Simeon now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. On 1st down, Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Manning. A dump off to Vereen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Simeon now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. A good pickup there at 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Simeon. Airing it deep for Fowler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Whistles come in at a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. First and 10. Here's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Manning will try again on second down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. Coming off that fumble recovery last time, so maybe they come out here with bigger eyes, a little bit more excitement.
No doubt about it, and I would hate to be a guy in the NFL nowadays that has the football in his hands. Because in the old days, you just worried about getting tackled. Now, they're trying to strip the football, create the takeaways, and that's often more embarrassing than getting knocked to the ground.
Have they gotten much better since your playing days at stripping the football?
So far beyond what we used to talk about. Our thing was just securing tackles, and if turnovers were a result of the tackle, that was one thing. But now they want you to secure the tackle, the next guy in, he's working to stripping the ball out, creating takeaways, getting it away from the offense is crucial.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. First down, it's Simeon. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second is Simeon. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Simeon. And caught right side, Green. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And tough starting field position here. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. Still going. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Manning now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Throwing on first down is Manning. It's caught. Beckham. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Manning toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He's going to air one. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And Denver getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hang on now. Green, 39.
After the interception, here's Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On second and 10, Simeon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
Simeon on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. And on second and 10 now.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan.